He arrived in Aggie land with as much hype as any player ever to come to Texas A&M. The #1 recruit in the country turned Aggie defensive savior. It didn't take long for Myles Garrett to make an immediate impact.
He's an extremely strong young man, very, very physical, very strong, but he also gives you that juice off the edge, what you need. He has really good juice off the edge. He has a good set of pass rush moves, so we're going to keep on working him and see how it turns out Saturday.
And when the Aggies hit the field, Myles hit the quarterbacks.
He got 3 sacks. He probably has already matched our total from last year. So, he's one of the leaders in this league of sacks, tackles for loss. We need to get that from him.
All told, Garrett put up 11.5 sacks as a freshman, the most in SEC history. He was a consensus freshman All-American and a fan favorite. As he turned toward year 2, Garrett became known as much for his love of dinosaurs, poetry, and your dad's music as his exploits on the field.
He marches to his own drum. So his jump is just what he does.
Sometimes we'll be watching movies and he'll just be go out in the lobby and just go read a book. He's just a different guy, but you need those different guys.
And thanks to his affection for the Man of Steel, a nickname was born.
More of a Superman guy. It's a little bit too dark for me. I like Superman because, he stands for, what is it? Peace, justice, and American way.
Myles began the season by leaping over opponents in a single bound, 2 sacks in the season opener, then 2 weeks later, 3.5 versus Nevada, just days after having his wisdom teeth removed.
They put me out there to make plays, and when it's hammer time, it's time to go out there, make the play.
The big plays never stopped. Arkansas, Mississippi State, Alabama, LSU. No one was safe from Garrett's rampage. He ended up the SEC leader in sacks and tackles for loss and a first-team All-American to boot. He emerged as one of the team's leaders for 2016.
You won't even know he's there half the time. Kind of keeps to himself, not loud. And when he opens his mouth and says something, people listen.
And his humanitarian efforts off the field added to the Garrett mystique.
For all those affected, with Hurricane Matthews, I want to say, can you give whatever you have, supporting and praying for them, those in Florida and those in Haiti, getting clothes and getting food and getting water for those who are, without electricity or without anything right now, without a home that's just got blown away or washed away in the hurricane. So if you can support them.
Injuries marred a still impressive season from Garrett, but it's safe to wonder what he would have done had he been healthy all year. On December 31st, Myles said peace to Aggieland as a consensus first-team All-American and the projected first overall pick. He dominated pre-draft workouts and wasn't shy about his NFL aspirations.
My mind is on wherever I go, I'm trying to be the best right away.
Thursday, it all came together. The first Aggie ever taken #1 overall, headed to a Browns team in dire need of a savior.
There's a couple guys that could have got it themselves, and I'm just blessed to be #1. And I'm just proud, and I know they're proud of me. And it's an amazing feeling. It's surreal.
Myles Garrett.
Cleveland will put all its hopes on the 21-year-old kid from Arlington, and time will tell if he lives up to it. But one thing is certain, Myles Garrett is already a legend in Aggieland.